All right, guys, thanks for joining us today. We're going to do a tower workout. I'm Brittany, and this is Andrea. And Andrea is very pregnant. How pregnant are you?
28 weeks.
Okay, so this is obviously a prenatal exercise routine, but this is also great for anybody who has limited mobility in their spine, you have osteoporosis, any of that kind of stuff. So we're still going to give her a workout, but there won't be flexion exercises. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to do tower workout. Have a seat for me, please. And let's get your feet right up against the vertical frame. All right, outside of the clips with the hands. And I want you to begin to round your back and slow roll your way onto your back. Now the reason I'm having her do this is to stretch out her lower back. Yeah, good. Okay, and then you're gonna just slowly tuck your chin in towards the chest and roll your way back up. Does that put any strain on you?
No.
Okay. So as you're going down through this, really emphasize the tucking of the tail. Okay, and we're not going to go all the way back this time, maybe about there, and then rise back up. You got it. Scoop the tummy in, the tail under, and round backward, and then rising back up. Good. And then scoop. One more time, you're going to hold it back here, okay? Pelvic tuck, flexion there. All right, you're going to drop the shoulders off the ears. Stay in this position. I want you to roll the bar, pull, and release. If it feels too strainy on your belly, then you just don't pull in as deep. Right, let's get 5 more here. 5, 4, 2 more. Pull. And last, you got it, and then return upright. Nice. All right, so a tiny bit of extension. I know you're already into lumbar extension with the position, but think about the upper back. So you're just sort of lifting your sternum up towards the top of the crossbar, and then let's just do some rows right here. So elbows wide and back. And pull. Good. 4. And 3. And one more time. Good. And then go ahead and return. So sit comfortably. All right. So, and in fact, want you to stretch forward a little bit. Just give yourself a little bit of a break. All right. We're going to do some side bending stuff.
Great.
I know, right? All right. Pick a side and lie down. And you're going to take this bar with you with your top hand. Switch your feet for me so the top foot goes in the back. You want to position yourselves so shoulders, ribs, and hips are perfectly stacked. This top foot is going to be the height of the hip and on the toes for both feet. The bottom hand will stay down, and let's bend this elbow as you come up. So pulling on the bar as you side bend up, and then you're going to lower your body down. Good. And you're going to angle your elbow back behind your waist as you lift. And then lower. Good. So that's going to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Lift. Can you still feel the obliques?
Yep.
Okay. 4 more. 4. Good. And 3. Last 2. And just hold up on this one for me. So you're going to try to hold this isometric on the obliques, lengthen the left arm, and then just pull. And as you're doing this, you're going to be as light as you can be on this bottom hand. You can keep them there, but you rely on the strength in your waist muscles. Yeah, 4 more, please. 4. Good. 3. Nice. 2. One more time. Your arm goes to straight and lower to your side. Lovely. Okay, bottom hand behind your head, please. All right, so do your best to just simply hover the elbow and the underarm. Nice. And you're going to stay right there. You're not lifting at all. Rotate and look at the tower, and then face forward. Yeah, so we can keep going. So during pregnancy, you can rotate until the day you deliver. You just can't crunch. So we can look good from the back, right? 4 more. 4, 3, good. Last 2, and one more time. Perfect. Take a break. All right, and you'll sit all the way up, and we're going to do that on the other side. So the top foot is in the back. You want the feet to be aligned with the hips evenly, so the bottom foot's all the way down and the top foot is hip height. Okay, we're starting with a little bit of that rowing as you side bend. So elbow angles down and back. Nice. And up. Good. 3. And you got 4 more here. If you could roll your hips just an inch. Yes. You want to be able to feel it if you put your hand on your waist, this thumb muscle in the back here, which that's when you dial back, you lose that. Okay, one more time. Stay up. And we're just going to repeat that arm. You're going to pull. Good. Shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Good. 4 more. And 3. Last 2. One more time. And then down you go. Excellent. All right, hand behind the head. So making sure that this hip, yeah, exactly. So you're gonna try to hover, and we turn, and middle, and turn. Perfect. Dial that hip forward just a touch. Yeah, I know. I'd rather the movement be small and be perfect, right, than big and wrong. 4, and 3, good. One more time, and down you go. Ooh, I know, come on up when you're ready. Okay, we're gonna kneel, facing the same bar, please. All right, you can stand or kneel as close as arm's length to the bar. So right there, where there's just a smidge of space, would be as close as you could get, and you can move back as far as you choose for resistance. So you're gonna, you don't even need to pretend. I'm gonna have you hold this block between your thighs, so that as you push down, you're going to squeeze that block and trigger your core muscles. So we're going to press and then release. Nice. So a couple things here this does. Keep going. We're opening up the front of the shoulders, promoting nice posture. As she's squeezing those inner thighs, she's actually getting core work without flexing. So especially important during pregnancy that you feel strong. So it makes your delivery easier and the recovery after baby easier. Nice neutral wrist. 4 to go here. And you can do this workout if you're not pregnant. It's still good for you. 3. And 1 more. We're going to hold it down. Just pulses right there. Meanwhile, opening the chest here. Squeeze the thighs. Squeeze the thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, reset. Yay! Okay, so inside the clips with the hands, tricep variation. Okay, so bring those elbows next to you. And you might have a limited range, you know, with belly, but just do your best. So you're just gonna press down. Oh no, you got it, you're good. Bend, and squeeze and press. Good. So what's most important, not how low the bar is going, but whether or not you're able to keep the shoulders down and back, away from the ears, really nice tall posture. You're gonna give me just a smidge of a tuck here of the tail. Don't stick your booty out. There we go, tuck him under. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Okay, well done. So recover here for a second. I'm going to swap out the arm springs. I'm going to go right in here. So the arm springs are the yellow. They're obviously a lot shorter and thinner in diameter, and they have the handle attached. We're going to bring the arm springs to the front and just get the legs out of the way. Alrighty, turn around for me with your back to the tower, please, and 1 strap per hand. Concentrate on palms facing up so that we're not rounding the shoulders. You're going to slowly push the arms forward, catch them shoulder height, give or take, and then lower them to your hips. Slide the shoulders down as the fingers reach up. Nice. And press. Good. So we can get a little core work here. As you're pushing forward, I want you to encourage more and more pelvic floor kegling as the arms reach up. Feel like it shrink wraps your waist. Giving your little baby a hug.
Always hugged.
Yeah. 4, 3, 2 to go. I'm going to have you hold this last one. So palms are going to face up, really important here. Even air towards tipping the thumbs down, and then dime-sized circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We go in reverse as well. So 8, 7, tight, 5, good, 4, 3, 2, reset, take a break. Lovely. Okay, so now still keeping the shoulders open, palms up. You got platters. We're going to do offering. Elbows in there at the ribs. You're going to reach for the corners of the foot bar and then elbows to ribs. Exhale, forward reaching, shoulders slide down. Good posture. And tighten and reach. So as you're doing this, obviously you feel chest muscles. Keep going. But you're going to feel the base of the shoulder blades. So right down in the back, underneath the blades, as you reach forward, you should feel those muscles sort of triggering and pulling the shoulder blades down at the same time. Good, 2 more, please. And last. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to throw you off balance here a little bit. Step 1 foot forward into a lunge. All right, so this looks easier, but this is actually more challenging. So now we're going to rope in the obliques. I want you to do some punches. So if you don't mind your hands being that way, otherwise you can come in from the top. Yeah. So notice here, she's looping her thumbs and now her whole hand is on top. Because the spring is lower, it'll come under the arm. It's a little bit more comfortable. You're going to just push straight forward and then return. And then push straight forward. Good. And push. Good, 4 more. And I'll have to remind you, because I know you're using your abs at the same time, right?
Of course.
1 more time. And press. Okay, now, bend them in. Opposite arm only, because we have the right foot forward. We're going to do a cross punch. So add a little rotation. You're going to press. Yeah, so you're going shoulder height right across. Yes. Recruit some of the strength in the obliques for that rotation. Yes, 4 more. And 4, good. You have 2 more. And last. Excellent. Okay, change the legs. Okay, so we're gonna hit them both again, straightforward. If you're not comfortable like this, what you could do to be slightly more balanced is that back foot, you could tuck your toes under. You don't have to, but you're perfectly balanced, but that does add another point of stability. Or if you have knee discomfort, that's another little trick. Sorry, I forgot to mention that before. Okay, let's take it right into the cross. So reach across and then in. So pulling from those obliques, you should feel right ribs, left hip as you're going across. And push. 4 to go. 4, good. And perfect. Okay, and then take a break. Come on out of there all together. I'm going to leave the arm springs attached for a minute later. For now, taking this roll down bar and I'm putting it behind us. I'm just going to move one from here. So just freeing up one of the eye hooks. We're going to take the blue spring. He is thick and has a blue stripe top and bottom. He goes in the front and we will connect the push-through bar. We're going to do some stretches. So kneel, why don't you face me to start? And you're going to have your arm on and a not fully straight arm, but a little soft at the elbow. And then take your opposite leg and go straight out on the mat with it. Yeah, so this foot is going to keep pointing at me. So you got the base of support there. Push the right arm down and you're going to keep the foot connected. Let's take a nice lateral stretch. So this is opening up all this side and most importantly for her, probably in the hip flexors here. And then all the way back up. Okay, we're going to do another nice easy stretch. So you're just going to take it over, and then once you get there, add a little bit of a rotation in the upper back so your chest looks at the ground. And then we go back to the side, and then you come up. All right, you want to try a little balance?
Let's do it.
Okay, so get over there just like you were. Pause. Now the more important thing here is the shoulder. So she's going to engage here and then try to get this leg up. Good. The leg is what moves. It goes down and lift. Yeah, and what I'm watching is the shoulder. I love the leg has come up hip height, but I don't care so much about that. I care about this. So this whole shoulder girdle, all these muscles need to be engaged. 4, nice. 3, just 2 more, take a break. 2, and reset. Okay, well done. We're gonna get in that position one more time, and I'm gonna have you bring the leg forward and back. This is hard for everybody. Harder for her because all of the weight is in the front right now. Okay, so really engage the shoulder. Go ahead and slide on over, side bend. Close to hip height, whatever you've got. And then hip height as it goes forward and back. Nice. Forward and back. So notice her back foot is off the mat there. If you're feeling really unstable, your whole body could come forward and you could do a toe down. Yeah, just 2 more, just at 6. 5. You're doing awesome. You feel those obliques like crazy. And then go ahead and come all the way up. All right, while you're here, just go this way. You let go of the bar. Yeah. Excellent. All right, and turn around when you're ready. All right, we get the stretches first. I know the reward for all that work. Okay, when you're ready, go ahead and take it over. This one can add a little rotation. So side, bend over, and then twist. Yeah. Yeah. And this time you get to see the mean faces she was making at me.
There's a smile the whole time.
I'm just kidding. Okay, so we go over. Okay, and then the top leg is going to lift. It's going to balance on that shoulder. And we're going to tap and lift that top foot. Good. 3. So a lot of lats here on this bottom side shoulder. Nice. 5. 6. Yes. 8. Take a break. Well done. Okay, the kick. Slow kick. Only going to do 6 so you can keep it at hip height. Give me 100%. Okay. 6. Yes, nice. Don't worry how big the movement is. Worry more about keeping the pelvis nice and still and the shoulder down. Yep. I wasn't counting. Is that 4?
1 more.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm counting on this one.
And then come all the way up. Release the bar and let's go towards this straight leg. Perfect. Okay, when you're ready, you're gonna just sit down. Let's get our feet towards the tower. All right, feet are up against the vertical frame. One hand's gonna stay on the bar in line with its shoulder. Free hand reaches back and let's get a nice lateral stretch. So play with the palm up, down, however, bent elbow, it all feels different. And then you're gonna come around and go ahead and bend your knees and you're gonna reach. And meanwhile, you're gonna push. And she's trying to really externally or rotate this upper thoracic spine. You got it. And let's do that again, same side. So go ahead and take it all the way back. And then all the way around. One more time. If you don't make it all the way to the frame to grab on, just grab whatever you can reach. So if that's your leg or your ankle, doesn't matter. The movement is to encourage the rotation in the upper back. Doesn't matter what happens with the legs. Perfect. Okay, Missy, let's do the other side here. So. And then all the way around. So since she can't do a lot of flexion, all of this rotation is going to feel really nice to stretch out the upper back. One more time. I mean, it feels good on everybody, but especially when your movements are limited. Perfect. Let's go ahead and roll right into some loaded stretches here. So I'm going to use the safety chain. And I'm going to take the blue spring we used earlier and hook it up from below. Go ahead and lie on your back, head that way. So we're not doing the full inversion exercise at all. I don't want her pushing up against any loaded weight here. I'm just going to give this to her because this will be a passive stretch on her low back. So push the bar up and then put your feet on the bar. All right, proper position. You want your butt to be able to stay down completely. And if this is not giving you a stretch with straight legs, you can always shift further from the tower. So just begin with some calf raises. You're just going to drop the toes down towards you. And then up. Yep. 2. Excellent. Now do a few with your feet turned out and lateral rotation. And a few with your toes pointed in. Yeah. Now she could probably do 2 springs normally, but I'm going to be kind to her because she's pregnant, so we're only going to do 1, and you don't need a lot of resistance. We're going to take 1 leg off and lay it down on the mat. So if this leg makes it to straight, excellent. If it needs to bend, bend it. So we're trying to stretch this hip flexor here. Just going to bend this knee, angle it wide towards the underarm, and let it just sink here and stretch. Hip, low back, and hip flexor are all getting a stretch. Push that leg all the way up. Then give you 3 calf raises with single leg. You got it, and let's sink that knee down again towards the underarm. And again, pressing up. 3, 2, and 1. Bend that knee all the way down. All right, we're going to take this foot on this side of the bar. Yep. So this one goes out again straight, and then this one, she's going to keep her butt down. If the leg can be straight or bent, it works both ways, and you do a slow calf raise only. So as you drop those toes down towards your belly button, it's going to pull all on the outside here. And we don't need to be painful. Pain isn't gain. The knee needs to bend, and the knee can bend, and it's still going to pull on that tendon on the abductors and the TFL and everything that runs on the outside edge of the thigh. Okay, let's switch feet. So we're starting with the right foot on, in line with the right hip. The left leg is going to stretch out. You're going to try to sink that right knee down towards the armpit. And all the way up. Perfect. 3 points and flex. And then bend down. That should feel good, right? Does it feel good on your back? Yeah. And you get pinchy in the hip flexors and all of that. Yeah. I remember. 3, 2. You good. And then sink that knee down. Let's go ahead and put him on the other side of the bar. Yeah. And it's okay if it's different, right and left. I'm sorry. It's okay. Yep, so let your knees sway a little bit side to side. You have to take it off. Okay. That's okay. Can we do this leg real quick? Yep. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and all the way up. Okay. Point and flex just a couple of times. Good. And then let's take that knee down and then just stay here for a second. So we've done considered a partial inversion, so you stay on your back for a minute, let your blood resettle, let your legs just sway left and right together, and just stretch out your lower back just a little bit. Good. All right, and then stay there. I'm going to take this off while you're stretching. Okay, and then go ahead and thank you for rolling to your side and sitting. All right, we're doing so far so good?
Yep.
Okay. You want to take a break?
Small break.
Okay.
Ready.
Okay. So we're going to go back to the arm springs again. you are going to kneel. Let's face me to start. Let's hold this mostly with the outside hand. The arms are going to be straight in front. Okay. You're keeping, let's start with just a smidge of resistance with the arms right out in front of you, and let's have the knees just a little apart so that you can actively try to close them in and engage the adductors. And you're going to rotate towards this way and then back to the center. Yeah, so you're turning away from the tower here. Good. Also keep the shoulders nice and level. You're kind of like going for it there. That's better. Yeah. 2 more. I'm going to make you hold this last one. Twist. Okay, and then you're just going to send the arms up a couple inches and down a couple inches. Yes. Can you feel that travel all up and down your abs? 4, 3, good, last 2. And 1 more. Okay, take a break. All right. Here with the arm, outside arm is straight. I want you to push and side bend, and then bring the elbow back to 90 degrees and you're upright. Reach and bend. Good. So I'm just checking her from the side to make sure she's not turning. Yeah, pressure's on here. There we go. Just get 2 more. And last time. Perfect. All right, let's do that same couple of exercises in the opposite direction here for the other hand. So you remember you're going to hang on to that strap with the hand furthest from the tower and get out in front of you. And the other hand just feeds on top, and you're going to rotate away from the tower and then middle. Good. So I've got a good view of these shoulders. We're going to keep them level here in the back.
There's our release to elevate.
You're doing good. One more, then hold it, please. Here. Down. 2. Nice. 4. Going for 8 here. 5. 6. 7. And 1 more time. Take a break. Okay, I'm going to get you in hands and knees position. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I'm so excited for the next one. I just race straight through. So the right arm is down, and let's add that lateral bend, and then back in. Good. That's it. Yeah. So just as a guide, this bottom hand, notice just going right down her thigh. That's perfect. You won't want to reach behind your leg. You want to reach right next to your knee. 1 more. Okay, perfect. That's all we did, right? Yep. Okay, now we can move. So hands and knees. Hands are going to be about here. All right, so I'm going to have you leave your knees down today. So because we're going to try to simulate a plank-like feel, which is safe for pregnancy, you want to have just an active core. I'm going to keep both of her knees grounded, but I want you to move your knees back. Don't move your shoulders. Move your knees back 3-4 inches, and then tip your body weight slightly forward. That's it. So that alone is going to be enough to trigger those obliques. You're going to be a slightly off-center to the right so that your right arm can hang off the machine. Good. Okay, we're going to keep a nice straight back here, and she's going to take that right arm and pull it all the way up to her hip, and then a slow release forward, and pull. Can you feel core working here?
Yes.
Yes.
You see me shaking?
Yes, a little bit. So those of you at home doing this, this is a really nice option, pregnant or not, but because she is pregnant, the idea of taking a leg up throws her in what could be an unsafe position. If I'm not here to spot her, you certainly don't want to lose your balance and fall. So just keeping the 2 knees down, we're still working. Right in here, stay, and then bend your elbow, and then push. Good, bend and push. Mind the shoulder, weight, shift a little bit forward if you can. 5 and 4, good. 3. And one more time. Perfect. Okay, reset. Maybe a little shell stretch might be nice here. Okay. You're going to be hands and knees one more time. You don't have to have your knees quite so far back behind your hips this time. Arm is out to the side, face the palm back, thumb down. We're going to just do an oblique exercise here. So she's going lateral flexion and then back. What she's not doing is just moving her arm. This is truly a waist exercise. Can you feel that all over your waist? Keep the shoulder down off of the ear. So she's doing a really nice job of keeping her hips still, and she's just taking that upper torso and she's bending it back towards the hips. 3 to go here. 3, 2, and last. Perfect. All right, take a break. One more side to do. We're hitting the home stretch here, so you're doing great. So the knees are just slightly behind the hips, so you can weight shift forward. You're going to be really aware of this up shoulder here. All right, so left arm is sweeping hip and down. It's as if you're painting a stripe on the floor. You want to not bend or do any funky movements. You're just a stick figure, and you're just going to move from your shoulder straight back this whole time. Nice. One more, we're going to go right into our triceps. So arms all the way to hip height, and then bend and press. So notice that she's not curving here. Everything is nice and neutral. She's engaged. Don't let your back become a hammock. Don't let the weight of your belly pull into your back. That's where the obliques come in and the core strength. 2 more. Well done. Take a break. Nice. All right. And last here, take your arm out to side, and we're going to get those lateral bends. All right, and we're going to just side bend and center. And if you're not feeling this a whole bunch in your waist, you can always move your knees further back behind you, making sure to keep your weight right over the forward hand. You got 4 more to do here. 4 and 3. And 1 more here. Perfect. And then just take a break. All right. Closing stretch. Have a seat with your feet in front of you. You're going to just bend your knees and just grab your thighs. I want you to round your back. So you're going to hold the back of your thighs and just kind of round your back. You're really trying to overdo and create as much stretch as you can, especially really widening those shoulder blades. And then you're going to just sit up enough that you can lift your chest, and you are trying to extend, but mostly chest up. Good, and we'll do that again. So create that rounded shape. And then when you lift, we're not throwing our whole waist forward. We're going to just think shoulders and up, chest up. 1 more. Perfect. You made it. All right, so pregnant or not, I hope you had a good workout during that routine there, and you feel good.
Yep.
So, all right, thanks everybody for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.